Welcome.
To the two travelers in Mexico.
Good evening, or afternoon, or morning, whatever time it is for you. It's Mark and Paulette with the two travelers in Mexico, and we're here to talk about our second medical experience because someone took a little tumble and
But that was 3 months ago.
right, and developed a little bump on her leg, and it's not going away. So we went to our private medical care
Victoria.
hospital today, Victoria, and so we'll let Paulette take it away now.
So come and join us. Come sit down on our couch.
Come on in.
Come on in.
We've got
have a
plenty
seat.
of room over here.
Have a seat and we'll just have a discussion. So, like Mark said, when we did the gas leak, I took a tumble downstairs because the kitchen has one step and I don't live downstairs. So anyhow, I took a tumble, fell on both my knees, and they got bruised up. Not real bad, I wouldn't say.
No.
Just enough. And anyhow, so then shortly after that, I developed this bump by my knee, underneath my kneecap area, like where my bone is. And so it would be kind of bigger some days. It was kind of soft and stuff like that for about the last 2 months or so, right?
Yeah.
I would say. Yeah. So anyhow, so I decided to go see the doctor that's down the street. I think we mentioned that. Yeah, that was like 45 pesos, which was like $2. So I saw him. He wrote me a prescription for an X-ray. We took it to where we thought they would do an X-ray on the list that he gave us. They did not do it there. So then they told us to go somewhere else, and sometimes they're not open on certain days, and the hours are weird. And so I just went to the same one that was down the street where I did my ultrasound.
Right.
So it ran me $19.41, and I did a front and I did a side profile of my knee where the bump is. So
Well, and they gave you your X-ray.
they give me my X-ray. Yeah, that's what they do. They give your X-ray back. So then we decided to go to Victoria because we needed to set up our physicals.
Our annual physical.
Yeah, and so that's covered in the price of our private Victoria Medical here in Morelia. And what did that run us? Like about $300 together for the year?
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad, huh? Including a medical. I get a PAP, and we both get labs done, and I don't know what they do for him, but anyhow, that's my physical that I get done. So we have to fast for 8 hours, and we're going to go back for that. But getting back to the story, so we went through emergency because we were always told to go through emergency. That's what we did. They took us right back again, and the doctor that we had this time did not really speak English. So we used our translator. Anyhow, so then she took my X-ray for a while, like 15, 20 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, she'd gone for a while.
Yeah, so then she comes back and she said that we could go up to the 11th floor and see she asked me if I saw a specialist. And I said, no, isn't it just fluid on, by my kneecap area? And she said, no, it's my bone. And I go, well, my bone never looked like that before, and I don't think your bone can really grow. So she said that there was an orthopedic specialist. So she took us up there, and we saw him, and luckily, like he let me listen with the stethoscope to my knee, like as I put it down and up and down and up, and I could hear it going kind of crunching, but it does that on both mine, and that's just an age thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you could feel it with your hand, but anyhow, aside from that, he said all I really need is a 30-day prescription to take. So I thought that was pretty awesome.
Right.
Right?
But
And he told us what it was. He wrote it down on that paper. I forgot what the name of it was. But anyhow, I think it's pretty common for old age people like us. Right?
Right. Why don't you go get the paper though? So
Didn't say the name of it. Okay, I'll be
Yeah.
right back.
what he told you that you have is tendonitis rotuliana,
Okay.
which is, in her case, the bump is below her knee, but still where the tendon attaches to the bone.
Yeah, it's like right here is where the bump is. So anyhow, so all I have to do is he wrote me a prescription.
Oh,
But anyhow, so it's for 30 days, and then I go back and I see him. So then I asked him how much I'm doing this because my buttons, I don't want you to see my skin. Anyhow, I asked him how much it was for, I guess, consultation and seeing me, because he was a specialist, and it was $30.95. It was 7,000.
No, not quite.
I mean, sorry, 700. Sorry,
pesos.
700.
According to her, that medical bill would have gotten a lot more expensive. But it was 700 pesos at today's exchange rate, $30.95.
Right.
So we had the consultation, and
$30.95, and then my X-ray was $19.41.
Right.
So that's not
So
bad at all.
basically, just a little bit over $50 for the two things.
Right, not
Uh,
bad, not bad, right?
Mhm.
I mean, I thought that was pretty darn good myself.
Yeah.
So that's that, and then I go back in a month, and then the day that we go back there in a month, we're gonna have our physicals done.
Right.
And then I'll put a picture on this, what is it called again? Nescafe Dulce.
Yeah, we got a Nescafe Dolce espresso machine.
Hold on, let me get the name of it.
Yeah, she'll be right back. Until then, unfortunately, you're just looking at me while she goes to find out what it is exactly that we picked up.
It's a Nescafe Dolce. So, it's a Nescafe Dolce Gusto.
Pardoning the fiddling with the wardrobe. We don't want to have like a Janet Jackson wardrobe malfunction.
Anyhow, so this is it, and what did it cost us? That was like $62, maybe? Was it like
Yeah, we
something like
paid
that?
1,390 pesos, which was $62 and change.
Yeah. So it's real cute. I'm going to put a picture of it down below so you'll see that, or up above, or in our video. I don't know how we're going to do it.
Video. A
Yeah.
picture will be somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere. So let's see, what else was I going to say? Oh, so anyhow, so Mark got a notice from FedEx that it was in. It was supposed to be in between the 11th and I think the 14th, right?
The 10th and the 14th.
Yeah.
I came to find out it actually arrived yesterday. I never really got an email notice. I just happened to go online at Mercado Libre, which is where I ordered it from, and did the whole tracking thing. And they said it had arrived.
So then after we went to Victoria, we drove down the street because it was just a little bit further down the street. So I let him out. I turned the car around, and I'm parked like on the yellow. It's like kind of like a side street. It's not a main street or anything like that, right next to FedEx. So I'm sitting there waiting, and then all of a sudden there's a cop car behind me with his lights flashing. I'm going, oh crap, now what? Right? Is he gonna come over? Is he gonna talk to me? What is he gonna do? Because everything, my tags and everything say South Dakota.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to give him a reason to give me a ticket for anything, but he didn't. His lights were flashing. I rolled down my window. It was still pouring, and I stuck my head out like what's up? ¿Qué pasó?
Yeah.
And so he didn't get out of his car. He didn't do anything, and he still stood there. And I thought, should I move and go around the corner, or should I just stay here? So, and he had his phone, so I couldn't call him if I needed to. And it was a longer wait because FedEx was only helping one customer at a time, and I didn't realize that. So anyhow, so I just waited it out, and then he turned his headlights on because they were off, turned his headlights on, and then he started backing his car away, all the way kind of down the street a little bit, and then I saw him turn around and go the other direction. So, not sure what that was all about. Nobody got out of the car as if they were going to pick up a package from FedEx. So, I don't know, but that was my really first experience with lights behind me while I was parked in a yellow.
Yeah. But for those who don't know, in Mexico, the cops always drive with their lights on.
Yeah.
You don't have to pull over until, of course, you hear the siren, but they always drive with their flashing lights on.
I don't know if it's always, but a lot of times they do.
Yeah.
So, anyhow, so that was that
Yeah.
experience.
The flashing lights don't mean you have to pull over unless it's also with the siren, too.
Right, right. So, anyhow, that was our experience today. And we just thought we would clue you in. We took some pictures. It was pouring.
Pouring rain.
I mean, pouring rain. And the, what did you say they were? The street?
Oh, yeah, I think some of the sewer lines or the water runoff lines in the street were backed up, and so they were like gushing out of the manhole cover.
I took some pictures so you could see it.
Like Old Faithful.
Yeah.
It was just
Well, not quite
like that.
He
but,
exaggerates.
Of course I do.
It was probably coming up about that much from the street. Just, like Old Faithful, but not like that.
I find the older you get, the more important it becomes to embellish your stories.
Okay, so we're in our car, and I showed Mark that right there, and he said it's the sewer that's backed up. So I guess the sewer system isn't so great here in Mexico. So anyhow, so I took some pictures of, you could see how flooded the streets were, and I don't think they have very good drain systems here, because there's a lot of streets that flood, at least in our area, and I think that happens throughout Mexico, right? Don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when we were coming back home, our garage door wouldn't open either, and I tried it several times. I had a car behind me, and I didn't want to hold them up, so I just went down the street, ended up turning around, gave Mark the remote because it wasn't working for me. And you were able to open it with the remote?
Yes.
Okay, so he was able to open it. Why wouldn't it open? I don't know, because I tried like 3 or 4 times, wouldn't open. So then I don't like coming in, like the garage door, I don't like coming in this way because I feel like I'm going to clip my car. But if I come in this way, I'm okay with that because it's only enough for a single car.
Yeah.
They're not real wide.
Yeah. I, on the other hand, can pull it in from the way that she's uncomfortable with, but it is a pretty sharp right hand turn.
It is.
But she would rather just go around the block and come back around.
Yeah, it's easier for me to do it that way. So that's what I did. And then I came in, and did it close okay this time? Did you notice?
Yeah,
Did
it closed
all
fine.
right?
Yeah.
So I don't know, we're gonna have to tell the landlord about that one. It's never done that before.
Yeah.
But it was like a little, instead of it closing all the way like this, it was kind of protruding, like a little tiny V or something. So I don't understand that whole thing. So we just thought, since this happened freshly today, everything, we thought we would share it with you. And, I would have offered you a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, but you're just kind of virtual, so wouldn't do you any good really to sit down and have a cup of tea or coffee with us.
Yeah.
Unless you're doing it now while you're watching our video.
Or unless y'all want to come down to Morelia, Mexico.
Yeah, we have a spare room with its own bathroom.
We could have some coffee, tea, whatever.
Yeah, or the cappuccino maker that I just bought. So I'll let you know how that works out. And what else? Anything else you could think of?
Nope, that's about it. I think it's
about
about time to wrap this puppy up.
Okay, well, we'll wrap it up. And as always, love you guys.
As always, what she did.
And thank you again for subscribing to our YouTube channel. And hopefully we will be able to do some videos out and about. Gosh, I'm certainly hoping soon. Otherwise, you just have to.
At some point, we hope that we'll be able to, since we're a travel channel, to do videos about actually traveling.
Yeah. But, that's happening with everybody. Tangerine Travels, it's happening with them too. They just do videos from their couch.
That's right.
So, all right, guys. Love ya. Thanks for subscribing. And we'll see you in the next video.